Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in PK Maths is Fun. This is video number 2 on stem and leaf diagram, which is a part of the syllabus of A-level mathematics S1. Video number 1 has covered the aspect of how to draw stem and leaf diagram with the help of different types of data. Maybe it is in decimal, maybe it is in 2-digit, maybe it is in 3-digit. So how to draw stem and leaf diagram, how to make a key. So these type of aspects we have covered in that. How do we decide the interval of the stem and leaf diagram? And in this video, we will cover median and quartiles with respect to the stem and leaf diagrams, right? That data can be odd number or data can be in even number. So that aspect we will cover in this video. And here you can see I have listed down the syllabus of CIE, which is the main points which are the requirements here are highlighted here, and I have made videos on it. You can visit my website address and my blog address, which is given here, to watch videos on these topics. So let's begin. We have already seen a stem and leaf diagram. Now we will talk about how we will calculate median, upper quartile, lower quartile, interquartile range, and with the help of one example, I will explain all these concepts. So first of all, let's see it here. Now the data could be your in odd number or it could be in even number. Now for example, if it is a small data, suppose these are marks of your students out of 5, 4 students marks, right? 2, 3, 5 and 5. These are the marks. If I ask you find out the median, in the even number case, you will have two central values. You will add them up and you will divide it by 2. Similarly, if it is odd number of data, suppose I have only 3 students, then my median will be one thing. But that is possible if you have a small data and you can actually count it. If you have big data, then how you will find out which place value data you will pick up, right? So the formula is given here. Let me teach you how you will apply it. Now, for example, my data is in, suppose 50. I have 50 data, right? 50 marks of the students. Now, I have to find out the median of it. This is my even number. So what I will do 50 plus 1 divided by 2, right? And it will be 51 divided by 2, which is equals to what? 25.5. Now, you will pick up the data at 25th place and at 26th place, right? So please remember, when you have even number of data, even when you will have odd number, you will follow the same formula. But what is important here is when you will get answer in decimal, for example, here 25.5, you will pick up data at 25th place and at 26th place. Now let's see if I have odd number of data. So let me take 49. For example, I have 49 values or answers of the students, right? Let me write here. So suppose I have 49 marks. So 49 plus 1, because according to this formula, you will add 1 in it, divided by 2. So it is 50 divided by 2, which is 25. So the data at the 25th place will give you median. So please remember, in case of odd number, you get exactly the answer. Not answer, the place value at which you will pick up the answer. And in case of even number, it comes in decimal. Like in the example I just showed you, it was 25.5. So 25th place, and next whole number is 26th place, right? Now let's see how we will find out quartiles. Now in quartiles, it is lower quartile or upper quartile. Now you know that lower quartile is 1/4 of the data and upper quartile is 3/4 of the data, right? So for the lower quartile, you will do 1/4 of exactly the same formula, n plus 1. And for upper quartile, 3/4 of n plus 1, right? So we will see that in the example how to do it and how to apply it. Range means the highest value of the data minus the lowest value of the data. And interquartile range means the value of the upper quartile minus the value at the lower quartile. Okay, so we will see all these concept in one example. So let's start the example. Now you see here I have taken the data of a 3-digit number. I have to draw a stem and leaf diagram, and after that I have to find out the median and the quartiles. Now when quartiles are written, it means you have to find out Q1 and Q3. Median is Q2 itself, right? So let's start. Now this data, because in the previous video I have already explained to you how to put data into stem and leaf diagram, so I'm not going into that detail here now. So I have written 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 as my stem. This is my stem here. And in leaf, I have written data from here. For example, 104, so 10 and 4. 109, so 10 and 9. 104, so 10 and 4. So like this, I have put up all my data here, right? And in front of each data, I have written in bracket the number of the data I have here. So 3 here, 2 here, 3 here, and so on. So this gives me that total I have 15 data. And this is also one way to figure out that you have not left out any data there, any value there. Now, since I have to find out the median, for median, I will add 1 in 15 according to the formula, which was half n plus 1, right? And because it is odd number, so I know, you know that you will get one value. So 15 plus 1 is 16, divided by 2 is 8. Now this 8 is not your answer. This 8 is the place at which the data is present, and you will pick that up. So if I count from here, 1, 2, 3, you can count from here also. 3 plus 2, 6. 3 plus 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. So your answer is 125. So this is how you will get your median. Now we have to find out quartiles. Quartile is what? Upper quartile and lower quartile. And I told you for quartiles, you do 1/4 of n plus 1 and 3/4 of n plus 1 for upper quartile. So 15 plus 1 is 16. 16 divided by 4 is 4th place. 16 multiplied by 3 divided by 4 is 12. So your data present at 12th place will give you upper quartile, and data present at 4th place will give you lower quartile. So let's see here. So 4th place first, so 3 and 4. Now here I would like to tell you one thing very important. Sometimes students make mistake in counting it. They count from here, like they count 1, 2, 3, 4. Please be careful. Either you read in ascending order or in descending order. If I read it from here, for example, go in the reverse order, then I will read like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But if I read from here, this is ascending order, so I have to read from smallest value. So please be careful about it. And 12th place data, so because I'm reading in the ascending order, I will say 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 2, 12. And sorry, 12 is here. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. So this is my data. 1, 4, 5. So 145 is my upper quartile and 115 is my lower quartile. So this is the last example now. This data is given to you in French and English and two-digit data. Now, why I have taken this example, because here you will see what does it mean by back-to-back stem and leaf diagram, right? Because back-to-back, just like that, but just for the sake of clarity, let's see how to draw it and how to compare two sets of data. And for each one, we will plot exactly the way we have done before, right? So the only difference is that when you draw back-to-back, your stem come in the center. One side represent the data of one category, another side of the other category. Because here we have marks of English and French, so we are writing accordingly. Now you see the English marks are starting from 41 and French marks are starting from 23. It means people have scored very low in French as well, whereas in English they are much better. They are scoring from 51 onward. And in French, the highest mark is 61, and in English it is 92. right? So you make the same stem and this side will remain empty where there is no data. So this is how you will make the back-to-back diagram for the two data set. And now you have to compare the two sets of data and you will find out the median and quartile. So first of all, let's find out the median and quartile and then we will compare. Okay. So I want to find out median, of course, of English and of French. So for English, after counting this, I know there are 20 numbers. This is an even number. So I will have two central values. So what you will do, 20 plus 1 divided by 2 is 10.5. So you will pick up data at 10th place and at 11th place. So if I count from here, 2 plus 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 10th place data and this is 11th. So it is 65 and 71. I will add up the data, divide by 2. This is how I will get the median of English. Now let's do the same for French. This is again 20 because the students are same, right? So even number. So same thing exactly. The data at the 10th and 11th place. Now I will count it like this. 2 plus 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So it is 44 and 45. So you will add up, divide by 2, and you will get your median. Now we have to find out upper quartile and lower quartile. So for lower quartile, first of all, we are finding out lower quartile of English and of French. The formula is 1 over 4, 1 divided by 4 into n plus 1. So it is coming 5.25. So 5th place and 6th place data. Talking about English and French. So if you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 5th and 6th place. So 57 and 58. And in case of French, of course, the place value is same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 36 and 37. So this is how you will calculate the lower quartile of French and English. Now we will do it for upper quartile. We know the formula is 3/4 of n plus 1. So answer is coming 15.75. By the way, there is no concept of rounding off here. You see, when you get answer in decimal, this is how you take the place value. So it is 5th and 6th place. Here in this case, 15th and 16th place, right? So exactly same thing I'm doing what I have done before, and now I will calculate my upper quartile. So this is how you calculate your upper and lower quartile. But you see, one thing is very important here. What is that? I don't know if you have noticed it or not. If you see here, when you have 20 here, right? And you have two central values. I mean, nobody notices this because you straight away apply the formula here, right? But I'm just telling you for the sake of thought, okay, when you have two central data as a median, and you have to find out upper quartile and lower quartile, then these two values are divided and become part of the number of data which you have to divide to find the center. So for example, this will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 data from which I have to figure out the central value. But if you don't get this concept, no worries. You straight away apply formula and get the answer. So now let's compare the two types of data. Though the stem and leaf is telling very clearly here, I can see that students have scored well in English. The median of the English is higher than French. The result is very low in French, and most of the students are getting data in between 40s. So these type of comments you can pass. Here what is given here, the lowest mark of French is this, English is this, highest marks are mentioned. Now what is the meaning of more variable, more spread? If you see here, English marks are spread from 40s till 90s. So 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So between 7 tens it is spread, right? Whereas if you see French, it is from 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So this is less spread. So this is more consistent sort of. If data is not spread a lot, it means it is more consistent. So the whole class is generally weak here. Whereas here, there are good students, very good also, and poor students also, right? So you can also comment on the median with respect to median, which is better, which is not. So thank you very much for watching this video. And in the last, you can see the advantages and disadvantages of a stem and leaf diagram. These days, it is usually asked in the exam, so you should know with respect to each type of presentation, what is the advantage of it and what is the disadvantage of it. So number one advantage of a stem and leaf is that you have original data. You can get the shape of the distribution, you know, median, mode, quartiles, everything, and you can compare two sets of data very carefully. The disadvantage, this style is not suitable for large amount of data, right? For large amount of data, which style is suitable? Frequency table, cumulative frequency table, where you make groups of the data, right? So thank you very much once again. Share it with your friends. Press like and subscribe button. Take care. Allah Hafiz.